On the season finale of the Lucky Breaks podcast, Sue and Erin share what they learned from launching the show and recap the highlights from their own pool careers. They share season 2 teasers and ask their audience to give them critical feedback to keep improving on the Lucky Breaks podcast. We hope you enjoy. Welcome, everyone, to the next edition of the Lucky Breaks podcast. I'm Sue Lueder.
And I'm Erin Shulman.
And we're here today to do a season 1 finale of the Lucky Breaks podcast. And we're excited to talk to you about what's been going on in our own pool careers for the last couple months, as well as what we've learned through this experience of producing the podcast for all of you. Mm-hmm. So let's start with a little bit of a recap of what's happened in our own pool careers over the last couple of months. Erin, do you want to get started?
Yeah. Let me think. Like the past couple months. Well, we're nearing the end of our regular session for league. This is the last week. And I'm actually in the running for playoffs for the first time in like 5 years.
Really?
Yeah.
For playoffs or?
I'm sorry. For MVP.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, also playoffs. Like that team is also in the running for playoffs and haven't really been in a playoffs in about a year, I think, or so.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, it's my first MVP since, before the pandemic.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I've kind of been struggling. So that's kind of a new.
In 8-ball or 9-ball?
Both.
Both?
Well, I haven't had an MVP in 9-ball. I've been close. 8-ball. I used to get one like once a year, but now it's kind of been a long lull of not having that. And I'm kind of feeling excited that I'm actually the next person that's in line to get it. We play each other on Wednesday. Week? Yeah.
Oh, cool.
So I'm like, I think I need to play her.
Yes.
And then one of us can take each other out and be the deciding factor.
Can I ask who it is?
I don't know her name.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I have to look it up. I'm sorry.
That's okay. That's cool.
But yeah, we do play their team, and she's one skill level below me. Mm-hmm. So that is going to maybe be a little bit of a challenge, having to play down and still stay on my game, because if she's on, she's going to get that one game before me or have that handicap.
Ooh, cool. I can't wait to check in with you.
What else was there that I had? Me and my friend Jessie, we played a Scotch doubles tournament.
Who was on the podcast?
Jessie was on the podcast talking about captains, and we teamed up on. It was like a last minute decision. Like he was going to play with somebody else, and she ended up getting sick. And that morning, he's like, "You want to play this doubles with me?" And I'm like, "Okay, cool." And I show up, and we won first place.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a chip tournament.
Yeah. These chip tournaments are really interesting. But which tournament was this?
This was Julio's birthday tournament at the break room.
Okay, cool.
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun. They'd pause throughout the day and sing happy birthday, or they'd do like paddle him.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Like a spanking machine kind of thing?
Paddle. It was really funny.
That's hilarious.
But yeah, it was a lot of fun. Yeah. And all the competition was good, and everyone was having a good time.
Yeah.
And yeah, just going in on a whim and then coming out as a winner. It was a lot of fun. But Jessie and I actually work well together as doubles partners. He's a little bit more skilled than me as far as like he's a 5, I'm a 4, or like a 4 and a 3. Like we kind of are bouncing both back and forth. But we vibe well together when we play those formats. So
that's so important. I was talking. There was a chip doubles tournament this weekend that I was playing in with my friend Mark.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we did well. Actually, it was kind of interesting because we got the most number of racks that were won, but we still only finished like 10th or 11th because we only had 4 chips to start with.
Oh yeah.
And so he and I were kind of talking back and forth about all of that. But the other thing that stood out was it was really obvious that it's so important, the vibe between you. And I know you and Jessie have known each other a long time. So that really helps to know someone for a long time.
Yeah.
Same with me and Mark. And our last episode with Ruben and Priscilla, we also, it's kind of obvious, I guess, but that vibe between the two doubles partners is just really important.
Yeah, it really is. Didn't you win a tournament?
Yes, we did. Yeah. So speaking of some events in my career, my friend Rich and I played in the San Diego Cup Scotch doubles tournament, and we took the whole thing there. We went undefeated through the whole event. Yeah. And again, I think it was a testament to how well we know each other and how we didn't get really mad at each other when we missed any shots. And we had very similar styles. So we kind of know how the other person is thinking. And so that really helps when you're trying to put together an 8-ball run in doubles. So
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So
yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, I play with one person, actually, Michael, who was on the podcast, and he doesn't like doing banks. And I don't like doing banks. So we both kind of naturally are setting up the shots, even though he's a way more elevated skill level than me. So, like in a way that we both would play it for ourselves almost. And it really works out like when we have to do that. So yeah, having the vibe and similar kind of play style, I think is like huge.
Yeah, it's
when
huge.
it comes to that. Yeah.
Huge.
What else for you? Has there been anything like things in your
notable?
Yeah, notable.
So one interesting thing that happened in my pool career is I went up to a 6 in 9-ball.
Oh, congrats.
Thank you.
That's awesome.
A little bit unexpectedly, because my 9-ball game, I didn't think I was doing as well in my 9-ball as 8-ball. I was actually anticipating going up to a 6 and 8-ball before 9-ball. And unfortunately, I went up to a 6 during the 9-ball cities event. And I think it definitely affected my team's ability to like field the lineup we wanted to in the next round. So I sat out the next round and we ended up losing that round. You know, who knows if I'd been a 5, would I've played and won the round? You never know these things.
Yeah.
But it definitely affected my team captain's ability to field the lineup that he wanted.
Yeah.
But that's fine. I'm actually fine with being a 6 in both formats. I think I'm ready. And I did win my first match as a 6 in 9-ball. So that was pretty cool.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah. Did you play another 6 when you won that?
I don't remember.
That's okay. I don't remember anyone I play. There's no faces on my
It's all a
opponents.
blur.
It's just like a cue stick and hands.
Yeah, when you play as much as we do, I think that happens a lot. Another interesting thing is you joined one of my teams.
Oh, yeah. I've never done double Jeopardy before. It's my first time playing on 8-ball and 9-ball in the same evening. Yeah. So it's been cool to help out and do that, and get that experience.
Yeah, it really helped because in the summer session, it's always hard when people are taking vacations. One of my friends was on the team and he has kids. And so he was going to have a hard time coming to enough weeks and with skill levels and everything. So you really saved us, and you've won a lot on that team too.
Yeah,
so.
I did have one really bad 9-ball match, but
we won't talk
put
about that
behind us. I'm going to do like Thea and be a goldfish.
Yes. Totally.
But yeah, no, I've had a really good time on that team actually. And I'm glad I've been able to contribute, and I wasn't like just kind of not producing some wins.
Yeah. Y'all, you really feel like a member of the team.
Oh,
I know you have to transition off at the end of the session, but
yeah,
that's okay.
Yeah, I know, but I'm glad you gave me the opportunity.
Yeah.
It's been fun.
So maybe that's a good segue to the next kind of topic is what did we learn about the podcast? Because we both, when we had our opening episode, I think that was one of our goals. Each of us had that goal to learn about producing YouTube videos and doing the podcast, the audio, and things like that. So
yeah,
I think it's no question that we learned a lot. So what would you start with?
Man, I mean, I didn't know what I was getting myself into when I said yes to I'm going to do this with you. It's like, we're just going to learn this as we go. And I had a history in audio, working in audio companies, but I was never really an audio engineer. So being able to tap into that a little bit has been kind of cool, even though it's still been a challenging in the environments we've had to do miking in. But we're figuring it out. And that's the fun part, I think, for me, is like we have our little retro of like what went good, what went bad. And so we can keep improving on each episode. And then, man, the video part, that's been interesting.
Yes. Yes.
So, I mean, that's definitely been a learning curve. But it's been a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And I think when we were talking earlier, we were mentioning like using Descript as our editing platform. And that has been hands down, like probably one of the best things that could have helped us move things along.
Yeah.
And there's still so much more to learn on that. I'm really looking forward to that. I actually take like their little YouTube classes that they have and their webinars to try and learn more about that platform because there's so much it can do that we haven't really done yet.
I know. And every time I try and do something new with Descript, I'm always Googling different things because it's so powerful, which is great when you have a lot of time to learn the new things, but sometimes it can slow you down. But it's been really fun to play around with the different stock images or stock stickers. I know you've been putting the stickers in there.
I love looking for those.
Yeah. And then I was just playing around with avatars today about adding avatars to some of our audio only, where we use what's called an audiogram instead of like a full on video, which is an option for us as well. So there's just so much more to learn. I do sometimes wonder, especially if we want to get more into video. A lot of people have offered advice to us too, which is awesome. Mike Holt for one, and Michael Fernandez, and then Lowell just the other day. These folks are very professional in their videographer domain, and we may reach a limit if we really go double down in the video arena. Because Descript was really for podcasts and audio, and they definitely have a lot of video capabilities, but as our files get larger, I do wonder if we're going to run into some limits there, but
yeah, we'll see. And when we get there, we'll figure it out.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
just what we do.
I know. That's what we've been doing. Let's see, what else have we learned? Well, we've definitely had some hiccups on the audio and the video side.
Yeah, and we'll put our little captions in there like, technical difficulties, or we have to put the words in, but it's just part of the process.
Yeah. The biggest screw up I had just recently was when I forgot to hit record on the audio. And it was a really noisy environment. So I unfortunately had to tell the guest, I don't know if we can use this. We're going to have to re-record it or just abandon the idea. But that's okay. That's what happens when you're just trying things out.
Yeah, absolutely.
We're just doing this for fun, at least for now.
Yeah, it's still fun.
Yes, totally.
Yeah, it's been good. But I also, one of the biggest learning curves for me is the social media. I've only just kind of been on Facebook, but not really participating, and now having to create content or engage with people online. That's been kind of a challenge for me personally, getting into that.
Yeah. Like we just had our first troll comment where we had to delete a troll comment.
Have a troll.
Maybe that's a sign of our success. I don't know.
Maybe.
Yeah. But I don't know. We'll figure it out, I guess.
Yeah.
What was I thinking on that too? I think it's been really, speaking of engagement and a community and being a content creator, I think what I've really learned a lot is how supportive our community is in San Diego.
Oh my God,
it's been just so nice to hear people say nice things about what we're doing and to say they look forward to listening to the episodes every week. That's been just such a joy. Yeah,
it's been awesome. Like every time I go out, like to a pool room, league, anything, people are like, oh, I listened to your episodes. I really love them. Or it's like I didn't expect to receive so much positive feedback from the community. I didn't think, I don't know. It was just, it's not overwhelming, but it's just like, I don't know. Yeah. It's nice, and I'm glad people are really enjoying this.
Yeah. And when people listen and then they volunteer to be on the episodes as well, that's just super cool. Like we've had way more people ask to be on the episode than we've been able to accommodate because we're only doing one episode a week.
And we were worried we weren't going to have enough people. We're like, how are we going to get people on the show?
I know.
And it's like, oh, well, they're filling out the form, and we have a whole list of people that are interested, and we'll get to you. We promise. We promise we will.
Yes, for sure. And so we are really excited at how much fun we're having with the episode, with the podcast, and how much fun you all are having listening to them. That's just makes it all worthwhile.
Yeah, it really does. Yeah, because there's a lot of effort put into this. More,
Yeah.
So I do have huge respect for anyone that's doing video or audio podcasting. Like there's a lot that goes on behind the scenes that most people don't know. I didn't know until we're doing it.
I know. And I'm always thinking about, what could the next episode be about, or even what a new podcast could be about. I'm just throwing an idea out there that just came to me, which is if there was someone out there that wanted to publish an episode that they produced and put it on our channel or add it to our sort of set of episodes, like we could do that if we wanted. You know, we can open it up if you have an idea for an episode or you want to do a video with some commentary, things like that. Like, why not? We can totally talk to you about that.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. We have the space for that because it's like, we're figuring things out as we go.
Yeah. Maybe that's a good, opening for what should people look forward to for the next season. In fact, speaking of seasons, we weren't sure we were going to do seasons because, how do we set boundaries around the season? What is that all about? But we could use a little break. And so we're going to kind of wrap up this season with this season finale or this season retro. And then next season, we are looking forward to bringing in some other locations. So we went to Santa Clara, visited an not old pool hall, but a pool hall I used to play in when I lived up there. And we've got some episodes recorded with some teams up there, and a father-son duo is going to be on the podcast.
I'm really looking forward to this expansion, like outside of San Diego, just to kind of see what that feels like and talk to other people that we don't know, which, I don't know. You kind of know them a little bit, kind of.
Yeah.
But, and just traveling maybe to the other locations or trying a virtual sort of situation, which we haven't done yet.
Yeah, we haven't done that yet.
Yeah.
Once we start doing virtual, that really opens up a lot of different guests that we could bring on, even professionals that maybe want to talk to us. Like that would be kind of a fun thing to squeeze in this.
That would be pretty cool.
In season 2, I know. And what else? The other thing I've been thinking about for season 2, and we have to figure out how to find the time because clearly the video editing does take a lot of time. But Lowell was talking to me the other day about B-rolls, which means you have extra video that you can put on top or as a interstitial of the main video. So if we're interviewing a guest, and we've done this a few times with like Sean's episode where we added the video on of him doing the close calls.
Fun,
yeah, that was really fun. It does take a little more time to edit though.
Yeah.
But we could be interviewing a guest and then have the guest come with some of their own recorded matches that we could overlay and do things like that. So that could be pretty fun.
Yeah. I like the overlaid videos. I think they're fun to edit and transition, and it just adds a little bit extra to getting to know that person and seeing them play their game.
Yeah. And then the other thing that's happening next season is we've brought on a friend of mine in Santa Clara. Yeah. She and I, her name is Beth. She and I have played together for many years and we're good friends, and she's as serious about pool as we are. And so she's helping out as well, behind the scenes.
Yes.
And
I'm thankful for that.
Yeah. And that's, in fact, she's been sort of instrumental in helping us with some of the shorts, which we've been playing around with lately. And we're hoping to get better at those and make those part of the rotation.
Yeah. I'm really glad she was wanting to join, able to join, and hopefully we can have her on the podcast. Even a little, hey, how's it going?
Meet and greet.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, for sure. And then the other thing, we're going to Vegas.
Yeah, we're going to Vegas, and Beth will be there with us.
Yes.
Which will be really cool.
Yes, because one of the episodes we're going to do next season is where we're going to follow one of the Santa Clara teams that qualified for the 9-ball nationals event. So we already sort of did an interview with them, and we'll be following them in Vegas, but also talking to as many people who want to talk to us while we're in Vegas. And that is August. Yeah, go ahead.
Is it 10, 11, 12?
Yeah.
No, 11, 12, 13.
Yes,
Sorry.
That's right. Yeah. So we're going to haul all our equipment out there and hopefully set up some interviews or even do Billy on the Street style.
Yeah, we don't mind just, candid interviews. Walk up and talk to us, or we'll come and find you, or reach out. Yeah. Reach out to us, and we'll meet you in Vegas at the APA World's 9-ball.
Yes, 9-ball event. Yeah. And maybe we'll run into a pro and say, hey, be on our podcast.
Yeah, right? Or maybe I wonder if there could be a doubles we could play.
Ooh, a mini?
Yeah.
Ooh, that'd be fun.
Oh, that would be pretty cool.
Yeah. Okay.
It could be either you and me, Beth, whatever.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I wonder if they'll ever add like a Scotch triples to the minis.
Oh, my gosh.
That'd be fun.
I love Scotch triples.
I know.
It's so silly of a game, but I absolutely love that format.
Yeah. Well, we still want to schedule. I was talking to Mike Holt the other day. He wants to do that doubles match with you, me, him, and Michael Fernandez.
Good. Yeah.
So.
I told him August.
Okay.
Because
Yes.
July's been a bit busy.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. I can't wait to look forward to that one.
The last subject, I guess, would be a call to action for our audience.
Oh, yes.
Yes. So first, thank you so much for supporting the podcast.
Yeah, thank you guys.
Really appreciate you and are excited that you're liking this content. And what we would love your help with is, first, we'd love for you to sign up to be a guest on the podcast. We have like a list of topics. If you're not sure what you might want to talk about, we have a list of topics for you to choose from, or just find me or Erin and chat us up, and we can figure out a topic together that we might want to.
Yeah, I've had people approach me like, you should talk about this. I added it to our list of topics.
Yeah.
And we love the feedback. Like,
Totally.
What do you want to hear?
Yeah.
What do you want people to talk about? Like, what's on your mind with pool? Like,
Yeah. And of course, like and subscribe all of our YouTube channel, Facebook page, all that good stuff, and share it with your friends, especially if you have friends outside of the San Diego area that you think might enjoy the podcast. We'd love to bring them in and start expanding our reach. And then last but not least, we'd love your feedback. So as we get ready to do more episodes for season 2, we'd love to hear what you really liked, maybe what you didn't enjoy as much, and we can factor those into next season's episodes.
yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
All right. Well, that wraps up our season finale.
Season 1.
Yes, I know.
I can't believe we got through the whole season.
This has been so much fun, Erin. I don't know if I would have done this without you. So thank you so much for joining this this project.
No, thank you. Yeah, I would have not had the courage to do it on my own, or to think of that, it was even possible.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm really glad you had this idea and you trusted me to help with this. And yeah, it's been a really great collaboration.
Yeah. And thank you to all of our guests for season 1.
Yes.
That you made this podcast possible, and we really appreciate you, and we're excited to keep talking to you maybe in another episode in season 2.
Yeah.
All right.
Awesome.
Okay. Thanks so much.
Thanks.
We'll see you next season.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Okay.
We almost forgot our one of our most important features of our episodes, which is the Magic 8 Ball.
Yes.
Speaking of lessons learned from the Magic 8 Ball.
Oh, yes.
We have learned that it's actually quite difficult for people to use this
An
device.
OG Magic 8 Ball. You can't read it. It takes
You have
too
to
long.
shake it. So we have made a huge investment in the podcast by purchasing this replacement 8 ball. And so we're going to give it a try on the season finale.
Yeah.
And I will start with a question, and then Erin will ask a question as well.
Okay.
So my question will be, will we break 1,000 followers on our YouTube channel this year? I'm scared.
Definitely no.
Oh, man.
Well, that just means it'll maybe get to 500.
Maybe it'll get to 2,000.
Maybe 2,000. I don't know. I didn't think of a
Will we get a
question on
pro?
the spot. What?
Will we get a pro?
Oh, that's a good one.
Okay.
Yeah. Will we get a professional pool player to join us on the podcast?
Ask me later.
Oh,
I'm going to ask you again right now.
right now.
Everything indicates no.
Oh, man. Oh, okay.
All right.
Well, let's ask this one.
I think this is broken.
Yeah, it's
Was this
definitely
from
broken.
Temu
I'm
or
going to send it.
Amazon?
I'm going to send it back to Amazon because it's definitely not giving us the answers that we want to hear.
That's okay. It's always fun. I
yeah.
love the Magic 8 Ball part of the segment.
I know, it's a lot of fun, and this will make it a little less clunky, I think. So
Yeah.
Glad I made that investment.
Yeah, me too.
All right, cool. Well, thanks everyone for joining us on the Lucky Breaks podcast, and we'll see you next season.
Bye.
See ya.
It said no.
We hope you enjoyed this episode of the Lucky Breaks podcast. You can find more episodes at youtube.com/@luckybreaks-podcast or by searching for Lucky Breaks on your favorite podcast player. This episode was produced by Sue Lueder and Erin Shulman. Thank you for your support. Sign up to be a guest on a future episode from our YouTube channel page.